Hello Step Up Dancers, welcome back for this week's class. How you doing? I hope everyone's cool and safe out there. We're going to just crack on with it. This week I'm going to get you guys to your own warm-up and your own stretches. So we've been working on all sorts of different techniques for the last few weeks. So I'm going to get you to test your memories and see how much of that you remember and piece together a warm-up and a set of stretches for yourself. Alright, so there's a wee challenge for you to get started with right away. So I'm going to get you to go away and have a little think about that and see what you can remember from what we normally do. You're going to have to start doing these warm-ups and stretches on your own when you're practicing as well, alright? So you won't always have me there to do that with you. So if you get lost or not sure, feel free to watch any of the videos we've looked at in previous weeks, because all the warm-ups are there and you can use anything or any of those as a starting point, or just do one of those warm-ups if you can't think of anything. Alright, cool. Once you've done all that, come back to us and we'll just unpause here. Cool. Alright, so if you're ready to rock, I hope you're all stretched, warmed up and safe, ready to go, and I've got everything in order. So here we go. We're going to look at a little routine for this week and we're going to start off with this. We have, so we're looking at the knee drop, so we're swinging in our foot behind the knee. If you haven't seen this before, if you know what I'm talking about, just have a wee practice of it a few times while we're explaining this. The foot comes in behind the knee and we're coming down and catching on the foot here and landing on that foot. Alright, so we have a knee drop, our first way of getting down. So we're going to kick that leg out, circle it round, knee drop. Cool. Alright, now when we land, make sure your knee is not bouncing off the floor. If you think it might do that, or you've been finding it's happening, make sure you get knee pads on and do that. Alright, so I've got knee pads on for this. So as you'll see, when I go down, even if I hit the floor, the knee pad is there just to protect me. Alright, so make sure you do that, or it keeps yourself safe. But if you do it properly, your knee should never ever touch the floor. It's just this part of your foot, that's the proper technique. Alright, so we're going to do a knee drop. Now, usually you do your knee drop with your hands out so that you can catch and keep yourself steady. That will also stop you hitting your knee off the floor. If you're experienced with this and you know what you're doing, you should be able to do exactly the same thing, just by leaning back a little bit to balance your weight as you come down, and you can take your hands and keep them free if you like, alright? Especially if you're doing top rock before and you're doing something interesting with your hands, you might want to keep that going as you knee drop. Adds a bit more of a surprise as well. So, here we go. If not, use your hands, stay safe, keep it safe at all times until you've got used to safely doing that. And you can add in arms if you like. Alright, so we're going to go knee drop. Now from there, we're going to unhook the leg at the front and swing it out straight like that. Does that make sense? So we're going to go like that and we swing it out so we have our feet apart like that, and we're going to swing it back in. Alright? We're going to do that kind of quickly though. We're just going to jump your feet apart, if that makes sense. Again, we've maybe seen this before, so we're going to do that right after the knee drop. So here we go. Knee drop, kick out. Are we ready? It's like a tripod. Kick out, if you remember that. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Kick out. Tripod. Back in. Alright, I think we used one of those little kind of tripod things last week as well, so you'll remember it from there. Nice and sharp, fast one. Here we go. Knee drop, kick out. So in and out. Alright, from there we're just going to stretch your leg back out there. And this time, instead of doing another kick out, we're going to go into half a cc, right? Another half. We're ready to take it to this side. We're just going to do this half. Alright, cool. And then we're going to go all the way over. So we're going to start again like we're about to do another cc. We're going to keep that turn going all the way over and add in one full Zulu spin. Alright? So let's try that from the beginning. We have knee drop, kick out, half a cc, straight into Zulu spin. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Knee drop, kick out, ZC, Zulu spin. Yo, you got that? Quickly have a wee practice of that on your own if you want to pause that and just practice it a few times so you get it smooth. You do that, you're welcome to just press pause and we'll be right back with you. Alright, shall we try it a couple of times together maybe, but just before you do that? Slow, medium, fast. Here we go. So we're going to go knee drop, and then we go kick out, straighten the leg, our knees are together, we go CC or half a CC so we don't do the other side, and then we go again, keep it going, Zulu spin, and then once we get there, another half CC, right? I'm just going to sneak that in, I didn't do it last time. So we're going to add on CC, Zulu spin, CC, half CC. Here we go, let's try that. Medium fast, medium speed, sorry. 5, 6, 7, 8, we go knee drop, kick out, stretch, half a CC, Zulu spin, half a CC. Alrighty. Low. Alright, so let's give that a try. Let's see if we can do it a bit faster. Are you ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, we go. Sorry, we'll just space it a bit. 5, 6, 7, 8, we go. Knee drop, kick out, CC, spin, CC. Yes, y'all. Alright, hit pause, give that a little practice till you can get it smooth as we do it in the last one there each time. Alright, practice, 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 y'all. Cool, keep it going. Excellent. Alright, so let's have one look at little alternative way that we can get into the knee drop just to make it a little bit more fun. Alright, I learned this off someone else, so here's a little extension we can add to the standard knee drop just to kind of give us a little bit more of an entry and a surprise. So we're kind of doing something the opposite. Again, a couple of you might have seen me do this in class. So I've been kicking out this leg to start the knee drop, and bringing it in here and then doing the knee drop that way, okay? This time I'm going to kick out this leg but still do exactly what I did before. So I'm going to do a little switch here. So I kind of think it looks nicest if you bend your knee up and sort of kick out, so you get a bit of an exaggeration and then a switch. So it's a bit unexpected. All your weight's here and then you bring your weight to here quickly. Alright, so we go, yeah, kick out this way, switch, knee drop really quick. So we've got 1, 2, 3, left, right, left. Does that make sense? So nice little extension you can add to the knee drop like that. So it's a really simple technique, just using opposites to add a bit of surprise or a bit of new direction before you do something, just to add a bit of flavour to that. So if you can think of something else that you can add in instead of that, feel free to practice it and experiment. Alright, it's all about finding your own style. Just thought it'd be a nice little addition just to give us a bit more pizzazz before we get down. Alright, so we go. Alrighty, I hope that makes sense. So give that a little quick practice. If you want to add in the little extra switcheroo at the beginning, please do that. Or if you found your own way to kind of play with the knee drop, it brings it a bit more personality or character or your own approach, you do that and add that at the beginning. Cool. Alright, give that a quick practice and then we'll add on the next bit. Okay, so the next move is, are you all here back? You practice? Cool. And the next move is the funny little daft move that you all laugh at every time I bring it up to you. It's called the boingy oingy. Now I don't have a huge amount of space to do a big one, so I'm going to do a small boingy oingy, but you get the idea. If you have more space, do a big one. So, what's a boingy oingy oingy, you ask me? Well, it's a simple move I learned from Ken Swift and the Rocksteady crew. So if we go back to Zulu spin position, or the half CC position that we started, if you imagine being halfway here, we're going to just kick that leg out and back, and out and back. So I'm landing on the bottom foot, out as far as I can, the second leg swings past, I swing that back, and then I can actually switch it to the opposite direction. Alright, so that's the boingy oingy. Again, I'm just doing small ones of these. I guess I was going to suggest you typed in Ken Swift and look him up, but he's got a million moves, so I doubt there's probably a video that's just Ken Swift doing the boing yoingy that you could type in, but I'll look them up for you and see if I can drop one in the comments below. Alright, so boing yoingy. So we're going to add on that next. So here we go. Half CC, Zulu, half CC, and we're going to kick out to the side and do a little boing yoingy and bring it back to hook. So kick out, boom, to hook. So that's the next little move, if you know what those words mean. Cool. So let's just imagine we've gone CC, turn over, CC. Now from here, I'm going to bend it into hook just for a split second to give it a bit more space to kick out. So I'm going to go boom, boom. Does that make sense? Kick out, land on this toe, let this one swing past, and as I swing it back, I kind of jump off the foot that's on the floor down there. Boom. And then I jump to this foot and swing it in. Swing, kick, jump. Hope that makes sense. So once we kick it out boing oingy, we're going to bring it right back into here, into hooks, so keep it nice and small. And if you can, don't lean too far out in your hand. Try and keep it as close to you as possible for this next part, alright? The next bit's easy, just super easy if your hand is in the right place. Okay. So, once from the beginning to there we go. 5. I'm just going to do that unusual little kick drop version I showed you at the beginning, just to give it a little bit more. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. So we go kick out, half CC, Zulu, half CC, boing yoingy, back to hook. Alright? Again, I hope all this is fitting in the camera. I don't know quite how much you can pick up there, but we should roughly be here. Now if there is a piece of video missing, here's a challenge for you. Like if I've gone too far in the corner and you can't see what I've done there, you're going to invent whatever you thought that missing piece was that would bring you back to here. How about that? Alright, so we're going to go from here to the next bit. Like I said, you don't want to be leaning out too far here. Bring it in nice and close. I'm going to try and put this hand down beside this too, as if you're like handstand position, your arms are in. And we're just going to push off the fingers and untwist all the way around back to the front. So we're just taking that hook where our legs are wrapped up and we're unwrapping them to get to here. Alright, so this just brings me back to the front. Now again, for this very last move we're going to do today, it depends what's behind you. Alright, so for me I don't have a lot of space behind me here, so probably have the most space there, or actually coming towards you guys. Alright, so once I do my spin, I might want to add on an extra half turn, because behind me here is too small. So I'm going to spin an extra half turn and go this way, okay? So if you just need to do a half or 1.5 or 2 and a bit turns, do what you need to do to adjust your space if you don't have a lot of space. Alright, so I'll show you what I mean. We've just gone boing yoingy, hook, we go untwist to here. Now that's a full circle for me. If I roll backwards now, I'm going to hit here. So I'm going to make sure that I can roll backwards this way, and I'm not going to crunch into anything. So I'm going to do 1.5 turns. You decide what you do. So let me just show you from here, untwist, 1.5. I can just use my hands or kick out to do an extra spin, and then I'm going to roll back, freeze. Okay? Now today, I don't mind which freeze you use. First one I showed you there was the roll back baby, and then we did a few changes with the legs there, so it's entirely up to you, whatever you feel you can safely fit in your space. So roll back, catch a freeze, and that is the last part. Alright, so I'm going to make you find a freeze that works best for you. But anyway, let me just remind you, the roll back baby position is normally like that. Alright guys, I think that might be all we've got time for this week. Looks like the power is out, so just follow through the video what we did right there, complete all of that and add on the rollback baby. You saw the full version just before this run out, so I believe we've run out of power in the house. Looks like I'm going to have to go to the shops. Add on the last piece for yourselves guys, and see if you can run the whole thing through together. It is all there, I just didn't get a chance to show you that final bit. Cool, we'll catch you next week, and as always, technical problems are running my life. Sorry about that guys, folks, we've been a bit late this week, so we'll catch up with you soon. See you next week. Peace. Hello Step It Uppers, welcome back, and power is back on. We have sorted the power cut, so welcome back to part 2 of this week's video. We were just about there, weren't we? But anyway, that's the troubles that I have to deal with day to day around here. So here we go, we're going to go back to where we were. Let's go right back to the beginning and just piece it all together, piece by piece, and then let's get the entire video, the entire routine all in a one. And then we'll continue. Here we go. Alright, back to the beginning. Let's rock. So, we started with the knee drop. So we're going to kick out, switch, knee drop, hand down here. We're going to jump the feet apart. We'll jump the feet back in. We should be back in this position. And then from there, we're going to whip out the leg. And we're going to take it to, that's right, half CC. Now last week we looked at kickouts as well, which was these ones. So you can maybe throw in those if you get bored as half CCs, but either way it'll work, so we've got half CC. So next up, we go into Zulu spin. So make sure you have space for that, so you bring your hand in a little bit if you need to, and make that a little bit smaller. So take it all the way over here, and then straight back into half CC. Now I'm close to the wall here, the table here, so just make sure I centre that back up again. So, from the beginning, here we go. Probably better for me to start here, kick out, knee drop. I should have space that way. So here we go, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We go 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2. I'm just making up rough counts just so you can sort of get a little bit of a pacing for it as we go along. Counts don't really matter today, so here we go, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, jump out. Alright, so let's go back and do that one more time. Let's do it a bit faster. Here we go, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Kick out. Alrighty, we're still quite close here, so I'm going to make sure I keep the next move a little bit more contained. Try and keep it nice and small. Again, if you've got lots of space, don't you be worrying about that. So, here we go, one last time, and then we'll add on the next bit. Are you ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, kick it. CC, CC. Now I find if I do the CC, Zulu spin, CC one after the other, I'm doing them slowly like I was showing you. It's actually much easier to keep it right on the spot, okay? So, maybe that's all it takes now. Boom. So once we've got that last half CC in, we're going to take it straight into the boing, oingy, oingy. So we're going to go boing, oingy, oingy, and then straight back into the hook. Here we go. Let's try that from the beginning. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Kick it. Knee drop. Tripod. Flip the foot out. CC. Zulu spin. CC. And then we're going to kick out on the back, and we're going to twist all the way around, however it takes to have the most space behind you so that you can roll back and baby freeze, alright? So I didn't quite get the chance to talk to you about the roll back baby before the power cut, so hey ho, let's just have a quick look at it right now. So standard baby freeze, again you've seen these before, that's cool, have a practice of both of these freezes as I talk about them. If not, you watch carefully and we'll show you what's going on here. So we've got the baby freezes, these ones that balance like this. Alright, low power. So guys, I'm running out of battery here, so I'm going to have to make this nice and quick. Typical, another problem coming up. So anyway, I'm going to try and get this done as quickly as I can. So I've got enough power left to catch all the rest of this. So, baby freeze is this one. And we've got different leg positions that we can look at with these as well, right? So that's the standard baby freeze. So that's normally on your 2 hands and then the elbows as well. So we're going to roll back into that this time. So as we roll back over one shoulder, like a half backwards roll, we're going to take this hand out of the picture and we're going to go shoulder, hand. Does that make sense? So the 2 hands. And then go shoulder, hand, and use that to balance, and back to balance. And this time the hand goes down, and as you roll back, the knee goes here, alright? So, roll back, I've got the leg coming like that, probably the opposite leg, but we can also do it here as well, okay? It should work either way. It's that leg, or if you've got a bit more flexibility, a bit more room to try that, we can also try it on this leg. So you see how you get different shapes, so we've got this one, or this one, alright? So again, whichever one you want to go for, you try that. But have a practice of both, okay? So we roll back, boom. Now at the moment I'm just doing these over my left shoulder, but what if your space, when you did your spin, means you have to do it this way, exactly the same if you want to do it over your opposite shoulder. Same idea, legs go over that side and we freeze, alright? Now if you don't quite get your elbow in to make it a roll back baby, feel free to do like a kind of experiment with the shoulder stand idea, because we're on one shoulder here and you can do different techniques or variations on freezes from that space. Alright, so you choose, but give the roll back baby a try because it's quite a tricky one, so it'd be great if you could get to master that, right? So roll back, shoulder, hand, get the elbow there, knee on the elbow, and that's where we... Hello folks, welcome back for the third time. I just saw my phone cut out there and it's nothing to do with the battery like I just mentioned. I don't know, the phone's now crashing. I think there's a ghost in my phone or something, or in the house turning off the power in my phone. It's hard work. Alright, so try and capture this last bit, but as I said before, I really do have a lot of not much battery, so let's see if we can get what I can before we go. So back to the beginning, let's see if we can get all the way through this together with the final freeze. You choose whichever version. I'm going for rollback baby, and you add on which one you want. Let's do slow, medium, fast, and then hopefully we catch all this on video before we have some problems. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Are we ready? So we're going to go... Let's get us a tune that makes this sort of fit with this quickly. Alright, let's try it. So here we go. Sorry, we've got time limit here, but anyway, here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. We go kick out, re-drop, kick out, flick out, CC, turn over, CC, oingy, untwist, freeze. Alright, so let's see if we can try that a little bit medium speed now. Although that probably was medium speed, but you get the idea. We're going to go a wee bit faster. Are you ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. Kick out. Whoop. Sorry, I got lost there. Here we go. Trying to do it too fast. 5, 6, 7, 8. Kick out. Going over. CC. Oingy, oingy. Into the twist, roll back, baby, freeze, up. Alright, last time, let's see if we can do as fast as we can, alright. Again, like if your space is small, maybe don't go too crazy here. It's not working today, is it? Here we go. 5, 6, last time, here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, we go, kick out. Missed this half CC, here we go, once more. 5, 6, pressure's on, battery's running out, 7, 8, kick out. Alrighty. So you're going to freestyle your own ending like we did there as a way of getting back out of it. I hope that all made sense. Let's turn down the music finally. Let's see how much of this video we actually use before it runs out. So, well done everyone. Thank you so much for putting up with this week's video. Not only is it a bit late, I've had a lot of unexpected additional things going on this week that meant I haven't had time to get to these videos. So I wanted to make sure I had the energy and enthusiasm to do them properly. And As you can see, I've had the power run out already on one video, I've had the phone crash in another video, and well, here we are for the last part where the battery has literally got like 1 or 2% left, so I'm trying to get as much as I can. Just a typical example of Nico's day. So here we go, I hope you got all of that together. Next week I'll try and make sure all this is in one video, okay? So part 1, part 2, part 3, it's basically all the same video. Let's see if you can make some sense out of that, keep you busy. So your challenge, and make sure you check out the activity video with the donkey kicks as well and all the challenges with that. So the challenge this week was to work on your own stretches and warm up. Make sure you work from head to toe and you don't miss anything out when you're making up your own warm ups. Alright, look at the other videos. If you're not sure where to start, that's a perfect thing, that's totally fine as well. Look at the routine, see if we can get these moves nice and smooth and swift, especially if you have a small space. Alright, so these are things to work on. Keep your Zulu spins tiny so they fit in to the tiny space, and this is why I'm always trying to get you to practice like that in class, because usually there's lots of us in the room. So again, even in a big space, we often just have a small space within that to work in to keep it safe. So same on stage, right? You don't have the whole stage to yourself usually. So keep practicing. Knee drops, look at the different variations of getting into the knee drop to make it interesting. We've got the half CCs, the Zulu spins, the boingy oingy, the hook, all of that, the roll back baby. Now concentrate on how you get in and out of those freezes, right? Rolling back into them is quite a quick way to get in, but it also means you can go too fast and fall out of them. So be really careful, and the more you perfect and practice that, you'll start to hit it every single time. So thanks for putting up with me, thanks for putting up with all the video parts, thanks for putting up with the slight delays and the technical problems that always seem to be around this video. So thank you very much, we'll see you next week, stay safe, peace out.